Unit 3. 8. An interview with a biographer.
Today in Bookworld, we have an interview with Lucy Parker, who has written a biography of Ian Fleming, the author of the internationally famous James Bond spy novels. Welcome, Lucy. I think the thing that many people want to know is, how much is Ian Fleming, the author, like the hero of his books, James Bond?
Oh, a lot, I think. We can see a lot of James Bond in Ian Fleming's life.
Well, let's begin at the beginning, when he was a child.
Well, he was born on May the 28th, 1908, in England. His family were rich. His grandfather was a millionaire banker, and his father a member of Parliament.
Was he close to his family?
Well, his father was killed in the First World War, when Ian was only 9. He had 3 brothers, and he was quite close to them, but he was different from them.
How was he different?
Well, they all went to Eton. His brothers liked it. He hated it. He hated the army, too. He didn't want to be a soldier. He was good at languages, so he went to study in Geneva in 1930. Then, the next year, he wanted to join the Foreign Office, but didn't pass the exams. He went back home, and he was living with his mother again, feeling very bored, when he got a job as a journalist. He worked in London, Berlin, and Moscow. Then he worked as a stockbroker, and he was doing this when the Second World War started. That's when he started working in the world of spies.
What did he do?
Well, he joined Naval Intelligence and had a lot of contact with MI5 and the Secret Service. He went on secret missions to North Africa, Lisbon, and America.
Ah, that sounds like James Bond. What about his life when he wasn't working?
Well, he was a good-looking man. He loved money and had an expensive way of life. He always dressed very carefully. He had a lot of girlfriends. He didn't marry until he was 43. He drank a lot, gin, martini, vodka, and he smoked 60 cigarettes a day. Probably as a result of this, he had a bad heart from quite a young age.
I see. But what about his writing? When did that start?
After the war. He went to Jamaica and loved it, and decided to buy some land by the sea and build a house. He called it Goldeneye. And in Jamaica, in 1952, 3 very important things happened. He got married, he had a son, and he started writing about James Bond. His first book was Casino Royale. Then his second book was Live and Let Die in 1954.
Yes, and I believe there were 12 more James Bond books after that.
Yes, indeed. 14 altogether before his death in 1964. His last book was The Man with the Golden Gun.
Did he ever meet Sean Connery, who played James Bond in the first films?
Yes, he did. He helped choose Sean Connery for Dr. No, but he died while they were making the second Bond film, From Russia with Love.
How sad, but at least he knew his books were successful.
Oh, yes. 40 million sold at the time of his death.
Amazing. Thank you very much, Lucy. It's very interesting to hear about the man who created James Bond.
Unit 3. 9. Saying the date.
The 4th of June. June the 4th.
The 25th of August. August the 25th.
The 31st of July. July the 31st.
The 1st of March. March the 1st.
The 3rd of February. February the 3rd.
The 21st of January, 1988.
The 2nd of December, 1976.
The 5th of April, 1980.
The 11th of June, 1965.
The 18th of October, 1989.
Unit 4. 10. Ben and Sam in the kitchen.
Now, have we got everything we need? Well, let's see. There are some onions and potatoes, but there aren't any mushrooms, and of course there isn't any minced beef. Oh. Are there any carrots? A few, but we don't need many, so that's okay. How much milk is there? Only a little, and there isn't any butter, and we haven't got much cheese. Well, we don't need much cheese. Is there anything else? No, not for shepherd's pie. We've got some salt and pepper, and there's a lot of flour. Would you like me to help with the shopping? Yes, please.
Unit 4. 11. 5 radio advertisements. 1.
Excuse me, miss.
Yes, love?
What's on the menu today?
Well, let me see. We've got pie and chips and chop and chips and steak and chips and plaice and chips and skate and chips and cod and chips and egg and beans and chips.
I see. You mean you've got pie
And chips
and chop
and chips
and steak
and chips
and plaice
and chips
and skate
and chips
and cod
and chips
and egg
and beans and chips.
Everyone loves chips, but not all the time. That's why Ross have brought out oven crunches. Real pieces of potato you can bake in the oven, fry or grill. Delicious with anything, they're a welcome change from chips.
Now you can give those chips a rest. Oven crunches are the very best. They're new from Ross and they will make you sing. Buy them, try them with anything.
You mean that oven crunches are so good?
Oh yes.
Why's that?
'Cause they're from Ross.
Oven crunches from Ross, the name that stands out in the freezer.
They're absolutely new
From Ross!
2.
We apologise for the cancellation of this service.
Sorry, pull up. Give us a break, will you?
Ah, that's better. Look at that wonderful seafood and the wine.
This short break has been brought to you by P&O European Ferries. From day trips at £10.50 return to 5-day returns by foot, coach or by car, P&O will cruise you from Dover to the continent for a welcome break. See your local travel agent for more details. Right, back to reality.
3.
It's the hottest show in town. It's the Tops. It's Elaine Page in Anything Goes. Anything Goes, London's most glamorous hit musical, featuring the unforgettable songs of Cole Porter. Book your seats now at the Prince Edward Theatre or your local ticket agent. The cast album is now available from all good record shops.
4.
A car fanatic in America wanted a few extras in his 1982 Cadillac, such as a TV, video, 3 telephones, a bar that seats 20, solar deck, and a swimming pool. So he gave it 18 wheels and stretched it to a massive 71 feet 11 inches. If you're looking for something new with a little more legroom, you can meet a car made for you at the London Motor Show Motor Fair at Earl's Court, on now until Sunday the 29th.
5.
Can't beat it. The feeling you get from a Coca-Cola. Can't beat the real thing.
When you buy Coca-Cola, you get free meal.
What they're trying to say is that when you buy the special Coca-Cola 12 packs, as long as a grown-up eats as well, you'll get a free kids meal at Little Chef, Happy Eater, Welcome Break or Harvesters.
But that's what we said.
Can't beat the feeling.
Unit 4. 12. Polite requests and offers. 1.
Can I have a book of stamps, please?
Do you want first class or second?
2.
We'd like 2 cheeseburgers and 1 Big Mac, all with fries, please.
Would you like anything to drink with that?
3.
Could you tell me where the shoe department is, please?
Yes, of course. It's on the 3rd floor. 4.
Have you got any Sunsilk shampoo for greasy hair?
I'll check, but I think we only have it for dry.
5.
Excuse me, can you tell me where platform 6 is?
It's over there. Come with me, I'll show you.
6.
I'd like a large brown sliced loaf, please.
I'm afraid we only have white left.
7.
Can I take this bag as hand luggage?
Yes, that's fine. I'll give you a label for it.
8.
Could I have another plastic bag? I've got so much to carry.
Here you are. We don't charge for them. End of side 1. Unit 5. 13. Jenny and Chris.
Would you like a game of tennis next Thursday?
I can't, I'm afraid. I'm going to Bristol.
What for?
I have an interview for a job as manager of a record shop.
I didn't know you wanted to move.
Well, my parents are going to retire to Bath next year, and I want to be near them.
How are you getting to Bristol?
I have a bit of a problem, actually. My car isn't working at the moment. I'm thinking of getting a taxi to the station and then getting a train.
I'll give you a lift to the station. Don't worry about a taxi.
Really? OK. Then I'll get a taxi home.
Well, what time is your train back?
Gets in at 21:15. What's that? 9:15 in the evening.
It's all right. I'll pick you up as well. It's no trouble.
That's great. Thanks a lot, Jenny.
Unit 5. 14. How different students organise their vocabulary learning. 1.
I have a little notebook. It's an address book with the letters of the alphabet. And I write the new words in 2 or 3 times a week. I write the English word first, then the translation, and a short sentence as an example. I try to learn 10 new words a day.
2.
I have a little notebook. I always have it with me. I try to fill 1 page a day. Sometimes I put words in groups like fruit, all kinds of fruit, you know, or colors, or clothes, or things, and the shops where you buy them. I have some grammar pages where I write irregular verbs, or a page for prepositions. I think prepositions are difficult, you know. On Sunday, in the morning, listen to a concert. But you say, phone someone. In my language, we say, phone to someone.
3.
I stick little bits of paper all over my house. Sometimes I write what the thing is. On the mirror, I have mirror. On the door handle, I have door handle. Yeah, I know it's funny. My friends think, what's the matter with her? But I like it. And sometimes I write the words that are new from the last lesson, and I put the word on the kitchen door, and I see it every 2 minutes.
4.
I write the new words on a little piece of paper, with the English on the one side and the Turkish on the other side. I write the English word in a sentence so I know how to use it, and what words it's used with. Then in my left pocket I have the new words. Then in the day, when I'm having a break or traveling on the bus, I take out the new words, and if I remember them, they go into my right pocket, If I don't remember them, they go into my left pocket again.
5.
I'm very lazy. I don't do anything special at all, but I read a lot. I always have an English book in my bag. There are a lot of simple books, you know. Stories in easy English. They have questions at the back, and they explain some difficult words. But I just enjoy the story, and I think I learn new words, and I don't know I learn new words. But I see a word 6, maybe 7 times, and then I know it. And the stories are good.
6.
I have a picture dictionary which is good for learning words in groups. You know, jobs, the names for all the things in a car, like steering wheel, brake. But I don't know how to pronounce the words.
7.
I have a little cassette recorder, and after the lesson, I record onto the tape the sentences that have the new words. Then, when I'm driving, I can listen to them.
8.
I like to look up words in my dictionary. Especially, I like to find different parts of speech for the same word. Act, actor, actress. Adjective active, adverb actively, noun action. That I think is very useful. See, use, useful, useless, a word family. And something else, I always put a mark with my pencil next to the word I look up. Then, if I look up the same word again, I think, this word, I must learn it this time.
Unit 5. 15. Henry's family.
My wife's name is Elizabeth. That's Elizabeth. I have 3 children, 2 girls and a boy. The oldest girl is Megan. You spell that Megan. Then there's Katie. That's Katie. And the little one's name is James. James. My father's name is Harold. You spell that Harold. My mother's name is Elsie. Elsie. I have a sister called Tricia. Tricia. Now, my wife's family. My father-in-law's name is Thomas. Thomas. And my mother-in-law's name is Jessica. And you spell that Jessssica. And that's everyone.
Unit 6. 16A. World Travels.
You're so lucky, Tina. You travel so much with the orchestra. Where did you go last year?
We went to New York first, then Tokyo and Rome. But it's hard work, you know.
I'm sure it is. I'd just love to travel to all those places. Tell me about them. What are they like?
Well, New York's always very exciting. It's busy day and night. But the streets, they're so dirty. We went there last February and it was very cold. It snowed the whole time.
And you went to Tokyo next? What's that like?
Yes, we flew there at the beginning of March. It's another very busy city. It's very crowded. The streets are clean, but in the centre it can get quite polluted. We had big audiences, they loved the music, and I love Japanese food. So we had a good time.
Oh, and last of all, Rome. Oh, I want to go there in the summer. Tell me about Rome. What's it like?
Well, We were there in May. It was beautiful. The weather was perfect and not too hot. It's a noisy city and expensive, but it's got all those beautiful old buildings. It's so interesting.
Oh, and the food. I can't wait to try real Italian food.
Unit 6. 16B. Which is the most exciting?
I had a wonderful tour, but it's always nice to come home. It's interesting to compare the cities. Tokyo's exciting, but for a musician, London is more exciting than Tokyo. And of course, New York is the most exciting of all. London is of course much older than New York, but it isn't as old as Rome. Rome is the oldest city I visited. London doesn't have as many old buildings as Rome, but it has more than both New York and Tokyo. Cities are interesting, but walking round them is very tiring. You need places to sit down. New York has Central Park. It has more parks than Tokyo, but London has the most parks. There are 5 in the city centre.
Unit 6. 16C. London is older than New York.
London is older than New York, but it isn't as old as Rome. I'm not as tall as you, but I'm taller than Anne. It's not as cold today as it was yesterday, but it's colder than it was last week. This book is more interesting than I thought, but it isn't as interesting as the one I read last week.
Unit 6. 17. Synonyms in conversation. A.
Mary's family is very rich.
Well, I knew her uncle was wealthy.
B.
Look at all these new buildings.
Yes, this city's much more modern than I expected.
C.
Her boyfriend's really good looking.
Well, he's certainly one of the most handsome men in the room.
D.
Wasn't that film wonderful?
Yes, it was marvellous. E.
George doesn't earn much money, but he's so kind.
I know. He's very generous to both his family and his friends.
F.
Her bedroom's really untidy again.
Is it? I told her it was messy yesterday and she promised to clean it.
G.
Was Sarah angry when you told her?
Yes, she looked really annoyed.
H.
I'm bored with this lesson.
I know. I'm really fed up with it too.
Unit 6. 18. Living in Madrid.
Kate, you've lived in Spain for a long time now, haven't you?
About 8 years.
So you know it well enough to compare living in Spain and living in London?
Well, I can compare living in Madrid with living in London.
Ah, yes. All
Not
right.
quite the same thing.
So, what are the main differences?
Oh, I think the first one is the time of day that things happen. People get up later and start work later. I start at 10, and lunchtime is much longer. Everything closes for about 3 hours. Then at 5, people go back to work.
And what time do they finish?
About 7 or 8. Then they go out, and they go to bed incredibly late. About 1 or 2 in the morning.
Do they have a siesta?
No, not in Madrid. Well, only in summer, because in summer work hours change because it's so hot. Everyone works from 8:30 to 3, then has lunch, then a siesta, and then goes out.
So, office hours change?
Everything changes on the 1st of June.
For how long?
until the 15th of September.
How did you find the differences of time when you first went out?
Very difficult, because I was hungry all the time. I wanted to eat at about 8 o'clock, but eating is very different in Spain. People eat all day. They have snacks in the morning, maybe an omelette and a beer, and then have their main meal at lunchtime. And then tapas, which are lots of little dishes in the evening.
So that's what you do now?
Oh, yes, I like it. The Spanish think that the English eat very little.
And what about the people?
Oh, well, this is the second big difference. People live in the streets. They live much more outdoors, so you see them more, and it's easier to get to know them.
So you think it's true that the English are cold?
No, but they live differently. Madrid is a lot smaller than London, and people live in the centre. It's not like London, where people live in houses in the suburbs. In Madrid, people live in flats in the centre, so it's natural to be out on the streets most of the time.
And how do you find living in Madrid?
I think it's nicer. It's a lot cheaper, and shops are open longer. I find it safer. I can be out in the streets at all hours, and there's never any problem. A family is still very important. I think people are more caring to other people, if you see what I mean.
Anything else about the people?
They are terrible drivers. There are a lot more accidents, road accidents. And this is strange, because the public transport system is very good and very cheap. But people like to use their car.
There's an underground, isn't there?
With a flat rate fare, so you get 10 tickets for about £2.
That's very good. Are you thinking of coming back to England?
Sometime, but not yet. The weather's much better, and I like living in a southern European atmosphere.
Unit 6. 19. Directions.
When you come out of school, turn left. Walk past the library and through the park until you get to the cinema. Turn left and you'll find the bus station. Take a number 16 and get off at Blackwood. That's BLACKWOOD. Go under the bridge and turn right. Go to the end of the road and turn left. My house is the fourth on the right. It's the one with a red door.
Unit 7. 20. How long?
Where do you live, Anne?
In a house near Brighton.
How long have you lived there?
For 3 years.
Why did you move?
The house we had before was too small. We needed somewhere bigger.
What do you do, Anne?
I work in a bank.
How long have you worked there?
For 8 years.
What did you do before that?
I worked for a travel agent.
Unit 7. 21. Interview with a musician.
How long have you been in the music business, Paul?
For about 20 years, I guess. I've never had another job. No, never. I've only been a musician.
And how old were you when you started playing?
It was when I was just a kid. I taught myself to play. I tried a few instruments. First, the drums. That was when I was only 5. After that, it was the piano, and then later, keyboards.
Do you play any other instruments?
Only the guitar. I play the guitar sometimes, that's all.
When did you start playing professionally?
While I was still at school. I left school at 16. I was playing in a band, working on Saturday evenings in pubs and clubs. When I left school, my only ambition was to be in a pop group.
And which groups have you played with over the years?
Let me see, I'll try and remember. I've played with Roxy Music and the Smiths, given concerts with them. And then I've made records with the Pretenders and Madness. And, of course, Ace. I mustn't forget Ace.
Why is Ace so important to you?
I had my first hit record with Ace. That was in 1974. The song was called How Long, and it was a big hit all over the world.
And now you're with Mike and the Mechanics. How long have you played with them?
Since 1985. We've made a couple of records, and we've done 2 tours of America. I'm the singer, the vocalist. Mike plays the guitar.
Do you travel a lot?
Well, I often think that I've travelled all over the world, but I haven't really. I've worked a lot in Europe, Germany, France, Italy, and then, of course, in America. I always wanted to work in America. I was really pleased when some of my records were successful there. But there are lots of places I haven't been to yet.
Well, you always worked with...
Unit 8, 22A. Opening a restaurant.
I hear you're going to open a restaurant. Is that right?
That's right.
With your husband?
Yes. It's something we've always wanted to do.
Well, good luck. I wouldn't like to do it.
Why not?
If you run a restaurant, you have to work very long hours.
You work late, it's true. But you don't have to get up so early in the morning.
And another thing, you have to work in the evenings and at the weekends when everyone else is enjoying themselves.
Well, I like cooking and entertaining, so that's all right. In the shop, there was no variety. If you have a restaurant, you don't have to do the same thing every day. Every day is different.
Well, I think you're taking quite a risk.
Well, we'll see. I want to be my own boss. Then you don't have to work for someone else. And I hated the uniform in the shop.
I'll be your first customer.
Unit 8, 22B. Pronunciation of have to.
Have to. Don't have to. Do you have to? You have to work long hours. You have to work at the weekends. You don't have to get up early. You don't have to work for someone else. Do you have to wear a uniform? Do you have to work outside?
Unit 8, 23. Holidays in January. 1.
In January it is very, very hot all day and all night. So you only need light clothes, not even a jumper. The most important thing is your swimming costume, because we spend most of the time on the beach. You can go surfing and windsurfing, but we like just to sit on the beach and talk, and watch all the beautiful people walking by. But you shouldn't take anything valuable to the beach, or someone will steal it. As for money, well, we have very high inflation, so it's best to take dollars and change money daily. Restaurants are quite cheap. You can get a good meal for about $2. Our specialty is feijoada, which is black beans and different kinds of meat. It's served on Saturdays, and of course the fish and seafood are great, because we are next to the sea. You must try a caipirinha, which is a drink made of rum and lime, but don't drink it too quickly. It's very strong. The fruit juices are fantastic. In the evening, go to the piano bars and listen to some jazz or samba. We have some of the best live music in the world. And of course you must go up the Sugarloaf Mountain at sunset. It's amazing.
2.
It's usually quite mild in January, and it doesn't often rain. So you don't have to bring warm clothes. But you'll need a light coat and a jumper, as it can get cool in the evening. There are some wonderful museums, especially the Museum of Islamic Art, and the mosques are beautiful. If you want to see the pyramids, it's best to go on horseback, and I think you should go in the early morning or late afternoon. Bring traveler's checks with you. You can change them very easily. But you have to change money in the country, because you can't take any money out of the country. The best place to try the local food is in the city center. You could try some koftas or kebabs, which are meat, usually lamb, or falafel, which is a kind of bean ball mixed with herbs and fried until it's crispy. To drink, one of the nicest things is mint tea, especially if it's hot. It's very refreshing. If you have time, you really should go on a Nile cruise, and you can visit places that are difficult to get to by land.
3.
Well, in January it can be very cold with snow everywhere. But high in the mountains the sky is usually blue and it's warm enough to have lunch outside. Ah, you should bring warm clothes and some strong waterproof shoes. Most people go skiing every weekend, and if there's no snow, you can still go walking in the mountains. A lot of the towns are very pretty. They look exactly the same today as they did 400 years ago. You must try fondue, which is cheese melted in a pot, and you put pieces of bread on a long fork to get it out. It's very, very good. If the weather's good, you can go for a boat trip on the lake. Then you can really see how beautiful the mountains are.
Unit 8. 24. Invitations. 1.
Hello, Jane. How are you?
Fine, thanks. And you?
Okay. Jane, what are you doing tomorrow night? Would you like to go to the cinema? Kate and I are going to see The Moon Man.
I can't, I'm afraid. I have to finish my project by Friday, and it's nowhere near ready.
What a pity. Never mind.
Thanks for the invitation.
That's okay.
2.
Hello, Tony. How are you?
Very well, thanks. And you?
Fine. Listen, Tony, what are you doing on Saturday evening?
Nothing special. Why?
Would you like to go out for a meal?
That would be lovely. Where do you want to go?
Well, I like Italian food, as you know.
Me too.
How about going to Giovanni's?
Great. Shall we meet there?
Yes, why not? What time shall we meet?
8 o'clock?
Yes, that's fine.
Lovely. See you then.
3.
Hello, Alice. You all right?
Yes, thanks. How about you?
Fine. Alice, I was wondering, are you free tomorrow evening? Some friends are coming round to my house for a drink. Would you like to come?
That's very kind, David, but I'm going to the cinema with Kate. Sorry.
That's all right. Another time.
That would be lovely.
Unit 10. 31. In a restaurant. 1.
Did you have a nice meal?
Yes, I did. The fish was wonderful, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. There was so much. But we finished it, didn't we?
I do like it here. We haven't been here for ages, have we?
No, we haven't. It has a nice atmosphere. And it's very reasonable, isn't it?
Yes, it is. And the waiters really look after you, don't they?
Yes, they do. Shall we go home now?
Okay, let's go.
2.
Did you have a nice meal?
Yes, the fish was wonderful.
There was so much, but we finished it.
I do like it here. We haven't been here for ages.
It has a nice atmosphere, and it's very reasonable.
And the waiters really look after you.
Shall we go home now?
Okay, let's go.
Unit 11. 32. The world's most loved car.
This week in Worldly Wise, we talk to people about the world's most loved car, the Volkswagen Beetle. Why do so many people love it so much?
They're noisy, ugly really, but so full of character. They're not very comfortable, but they're totally reliable. Mine's my friend, a reliable, always jolly friend. In rain, in snow, he'll get me there, and we chat as we go along the roads together. Well done, I say. Don't you worry about that big Volvo. Over the years, I've asked my beetle-owning friends why they bought a beetle. And they say that there are some things in life that can never be improved, and the beetle is like that.
How did it all start? Well, Volkswagen means people's car. And in 1934, Ferdinand Porsche was asked by the German government to design exactly that, a car for the people. A factory was built, and the first distinctive-looking cars were ready in 1938. Then, of course, there was a problem: the Second World War. After the war, a British officer, Major Ivan Hurst, was put in charge of the Volkswagen factory. Another officer, Michael McInvoy, remembered the car from before the war, and he thought it would be good for American and British soldiers in Germany. So the first fans of the car were not the Germans, but British and American soldiers. And some of them loved it so much that they took their cars back home.
We found a wonderful bargain, a little beetle Volkswagen. He came all the way from Germany to settle here in this country. He said, yeah, 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 and he laughed. He said, this is the place for me.
The first VW garage was opened in Britain in the 50s by a man called John Baber. His son, Peter, still sells VWs.
My father travelled everywhere in his own VW. He used to come to my school to watch the cricket and football matches. The other boys used to call out, "Oh, here comes Baber in his Beetle." So when my father started a VW magazine, he called it Beetling. Anyway, that's where we say the name came from.
And so the Beetle got its name. At first, only a few people owned them, and when they met on the road, they used to wave to each other. 20 million Beetles were produced, but none have been made in Europe since 1974. However, the Beetle lives on. They are still made in South America. A question asked by many people is, will they be made again in Europe? Surely there is a market for them. 20 million Beetle owners can't be wrong.
He gives us very much pleasure, our little Volkswagen treasure. When we asked if he ever felt inclined to go back again to his home near the Rhine, he said 999, and he laughed. He said, this is the place for me. He said 999, and he laughed. He said, this is the place for me.
Unit 11. 33. Where are the dialogues taking place? 1.
Good afternoon. What can I get you?
We'd like a pot of tea for 2, please, some ham sandwiches, and some scones with strawberry jam and cream.
Yes, of course.
2.
And how would you like the money?
In 10s and 5s, please.
3.
This thing isn't working.
They never work. You should know that.
But how can I get my money back?
4.
The 756 from Brighton is now arriving at platform 4. British Rail would like to apologise for the late arrival of this train. This was due to the severe weather conditions.
5. Excuse me, are you over 18?
Yes, of course.
Have you any means of identification?
No, I haven't.
Then I'm afraid I'll have to ask you to leave. Unit 12. 34.
unidentified flying objects.
Mr. Burton, you say that you have seen a UFO. Is that right?
Yes, absolutely right. It happened just over a year ago.
And where was this?
Near my home in Aldershot, in the south of England. I live near the big military base in Aldershot.
What time of day was it?
It was about 1 o'clock in the morning. I was out fishing. The weather forecast said it was going to be a warm, clear night with no clouds, and that's perfect for fishing.
And what happened?
Well, I saw a bright light coming towards me at about 300 feet, and then it started to land. It was behind some trees, but I could see it clearly because there was a full moon. Then I saw 2 forms coming towards me, and when they were about 5 feet away, they just stopped and looked at me for a good 10 or 15 seconds.
What did they look like?
They were quite small, about 4 feet tall, dressed in green suits from head to foot, and they had helmets of the same color with a red visor, so I couldn't see their faces. They both carried space guns.
Did they speak to you?
Yes. The one on the right said, "Come this way, please."
Weren't you frightened? I mean, weren't you surprised that they spoke English?
They spoke in a funny accent. It sounded more like a machine talking than a person. No, I wasn't frightened. I don't know why. The one who spoke started to walk towards the light, and I followed him with the other one behind me. We got to a wall, and the first form just walked through it. I couldn't believe it. I had to climb over it, and then we got to the spaceship.
What did that look like?
It was about 45 feet across and silver, very, very shiny, and there were round windows all round the side.
Did you go inside?
Yes, I did. There were steps going up, and we went into an octagonal room. I stood there for about 10 minutes. The walls, the floor, and the ceiling were all black. I couldn't see any controls or instruments, but there was a central column going up from the floor to the ceiling, about 4 feet wide, right in the middle of the room.
Were there any more of these forms?
No, just the 2. Suddenly one of them said, "Stand under the red light." I couldn't see any red light, but then I moved to the right, and I could see it up on the wall just under the ceiling. I stood there for about 5 minutes, and then a voice said, "What is your age?" I said, 74. Then they told me to turn around. After about 5 more minutes, one of them said, "You can go. You are too old and ill for our purposes." So I left and went back to the river.
Did the spaceship take off?
Yes, I heard a very high-pitched noise, like a scream, and the thing took off straight into the sky and disappeared. I sat by the river and watched it go. This was about 2 o'clock.
Then what did you do?
Next morning I went to the police, and in the afternoon someone from the Ministry of Defense came to my house to interview me. He told me to keep quiet about the whole thing and tell absolutely no one. I thought this was very strange, but I did as he told me.
Why have you decided to tell people about it now?
Because I want people to know what happened to me. I didn't used to believe in UFOs, but now I know they exist. I think governments are trying to hide something, but people have a right to know.
Thank you, Mr. Burton, very much. A fascinating story.
Unit 12. 35. Dictation of times. 1.
What time does the football match start?
3:15.
2.
Is it on TV tonight?
Yes. It's on BBC One at 9:55.
3.
That's a shame. My favourite programme is on then.
What's that?
A documentary called Life on Earth. It starts at 10 to 10.
4.
What time does it finish?
10:25.
Looks like you'll miss it if you want to watch the football.
5. The next train to leave from platform 9 will be the 11:05 to Bristol, calling at Reading and Swindon. 6. When's the next train to Durham, please?
Let me see. It's the 14:28, platform 11.
14:28. That's
28 minutes past 2.
7.
I'm meeting someone on the Manchester train. What time is it due in?
It's running 20 minutes late, I'm afraid. It'll be at 19:40, platform 2.
Thanks.
8.
The 12:15 flight to Dublin is now boarding at gate 5. 12:15 Dublin flight, gate 5.
9.
Do you have any luggage, sir?
No, just hand luggage. What time do we start boarding?
At about 7:25.
Thanks.
10.
What time is the plane due to arrive?
At 7:45 local time.
11.
Which flight is yours?
BA 302.
What time does it go?
21:30.
12.
What time do you go to bed?
Never before midnight, usually about 12:30.
End of side 1. Cassette 2. Side 2. Unit 13. 36A. People of mixed nationality.
This week in the London programme, people of mixed nationality. In the streets of London, there are people from all parts of the world. They live side by side. Sometimes they marry and have children. Many Londoners have parents of different nationality. Is this good or bad, easy or difficult for these children? Today, two people of mixed nationality tell us their stories. First, Amelia de Mello, a textile designer.
Unit 13. 36B.
My father is half Malaysian, half Portuguese. My mother's Polish. Her family came to England when she was 5, just before the war. She met my father when they were both students in London. When I was a young child, I grew up in both London and Malaysia, and we always spoke English at home. It's my first language. But my mother taught me Polish, so sometimes I spoke Polish with her. And we often had Polish food, and I learnt Polish dancing. My aunts in Poland sent me wonderful, colourful costumes to dance in. I loved them. But I loved Malaysian things too. Have you ever tried Malaysian food? It's delicious. I often cook it for myself. I think that if I had just one nationality, life would be quite boring. I like the mix of cultures. I only ever had one problem that I can remember. It was when I was sent to boarding school. I was 12, and some girls joked about the shape of my eyes. I cried and cried. I hated my eyes. But now I like my eyes very much. I like to look a bit different. Last year I got married to an Englishman. We live in London, but we often visit my parents in Malaysia. I've never been to Poland, but we might go this summer. I'd love to meet my Polish relatives.
And now we meet Lionel Varley, who's an architect.
My mother's French and my father's from Dominica in the West Indies. They met and married in London, but then they moved to Bristol. My father was a dentist there. They, that is my parents, always spoke both English and French at home together. So my brother and I are bilingual. It's really useful to have two languages. We, that's me and my brother, used to spend every school holiday with our French grandmother in France. I love French food. We used to eat mainly French food at home in Bristol too. I think we didn't eat West Indian food because where we lived there were no other West Indians and you couldn't buy that type of food. I can remember one problem, a sad time for me. It was when I first started school. I was 5 and everyone in the school was white, except for one Chinese boy and me, and the others called us names. I was too young to understand why, but then I made some friends, and they forgot about my color. My father used to talk a lot about Dominica and the West Indies. His stories were full of flowers and sunshine. So when I was 16, I went there. It was interesting, very interesting, but I didn't feel at home, so I came back to England and studied architecture. If I lived there, in Dominica, I don't think I would have the same opportunities. Next year I'm going to move to New York. It's even more cosmopolitan than London. I know that I'll feel very comfortable there. And my wife will too. She's Italian-Russian.
Thank you, Lionel. And thank you, Amelia. Thank you for telling us your stories.
Unit 13. 37. Social expressions. A.
I hear you're going to get married soon. Congratulations.
That's right. Next July the 21st. Can you come to the wedding?
Oh, what a pity. That's when we were away on holiday.
Oh, never mind. We'll send you some wedding cake.
Oh, that's very kind.
B.
Good heavens! Look at the time! Hurry up or we'll miss the train.
Just a minute, I can't find my umbrella. Do you know where it is?
I've no idea, but you won't need it. It's a lovely day.
Okay, I hope you're right. Let's go.
C.
Good luck in your exam.
Same to you. I hope we both pass.
Did you study all last night?
No, of course not. I watched TV and went to bed early. What about you?
I did the same. See you later, after the exam.
All right. Let's go for a drink.
D.
I passed.
Well done. I failed.
Oh, bad luck. What went wrong?
I'm always very nervous in exams, and this time I was very nervous indeed.
Oh, I see. Well, all I can say is, better luck next time.
Unit 14. 38A. Angela's News.
Tom! Hello! I haven't seen you for ages.
Goodness, I remember you. It's